Hi, this is DJ Mondo. Welcome back to the Atomic Luau. Welcome back to another episode of Mondo's Maki Madness. This is the show where we roll sushi maki rolls. Partially so that we'll have dinner and lunch, but also for relaxation, because it is kind of a soothing practice here to do that. So, this stream will be going out on Twitch. However, will not be going out on my usual YouTube channel. If you actually will watch the streams over there at DJ Mondo's Rave on YouTube, I'm not going to do them on there anymore. I have a new channel called at Atomic Luau on YouTube, which is where I'm going to be posting these kinds of videos. I'm keeping DJ Mondo's Rave as strictly music-oriented stuff, and I'm separating out all of the other stuff that I do, like Maki rolling and comic book drawing and talking about movies and stuff like that. So so this is eventually going to be posted there if you're watching this on Twitch, and I'll have a notification on DJ Mondo's Rave too as well. But yeah, we're going to roll some makis tonight because I haven't done it in a little while, and I just I felt like doing it, and just felt like relaxing while I'm doing it, and because we all need a bit of relaxation these days, and you know, preparing food quietly is kind of a way I do it. Also listen to like soothing music, soothing meditation music, so which is how I'm going to do it today. But so let's get at it. I'm going to get my my arc reactor out of the. It's just not an arc reactor. I don't want to get sued by Disney, but get my arc reactor out of the way, and to make sure that our food doesn't get irradiated here. So, and let's take a look at what we are making today. First, we've got perfect batch of rice. I must say this came out, the texture on this came out extra good today. So just the right amount of vinegar, right amount of salt, right amount of sugar to make this sticky rice, and you know, remember to wash your rice thoroughly before you put it in the rice cooker. Get the extra starches off of there. So that's going to be extra good. And as for what's going in them today, into the maki rolls today, we've got a slight departure. What we're doing, we got our usual shrimp and our usual crab, which you can get for a decent price over at our local grocery store here. But we're gonna do zucchini this time. We're gonna put some zucchinis in there and some avocados. So we'll see how that works out. It was gonna be spinach, but I made a mistake and ate all of the spinach earlier today, so it's not gonna be spinach. So, but these are what's going in there. I might want to split those shrimp in half, but no, it's too much trouble. Anyway, I don't want to overstuff the maki rolls. I'm using a different brand of nori today. I went to the store and they didn't have my usual brand of nori, so let's hope that doesn't affect the quality of how the rolls actually turn out. But usually from that batch of rice, I get about maybe 3 rolls. I might try to, you know, maybe cut back on the rice for each roll and see if I can get a 4th roll out of it, but let's see how it works. Now, if you've watched me before, you know that I don't just throw down the nori and cover it with rice. What I do is I use this plastic food container lid as a mold and cover it with plastic wrap. And it's just the right amount of depth for the rice that I'm going to be putting on it. So it's great. And we got our little plate over here is where we're going to put our finished product. So let's get started, and I'm going to put on some meditation music. I'm going to try not to make it too loud. everybody just relax. Spatula nice and damp so that the sticky rice doesn't stick when you don't want it to. So who's stressing out because of the holidays? I don't know, this Christmas is not much different from other Christmases. I don't really go all out and start buying things and breaking the bank around Christmas, you know. People do that automatically. So this year is not much different for me. Just want to spend time with family, you know. Side. Shiny side goes on the outside. One. Leave a little extra space here at the top. That's the edge that's going to catch when you flip it over and make it stick. And let's get these shrimp out of the way, because I don't have very many of these. Bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and zucchinis. Avocado. Second, I need another towel to wipe my hands. Hold on. closer. Some avocado slippage going on here. Got some, yep, that avocado slipped right out of the end here. Look at him. Got away. But not a bad roll. We got some fold up right here. Not my best work. It seems pretty solid. I hope it cuts okay. Put that aside and start the next one. Thing to do when it's cold. We got like one of those polar vortexes going through where I'm living here, so I didn't go out at all today. So look after your health. If you don't have to go out in the freezing cold, don't do it. Instead, I stayed home and watched Japanese tokusatsu all day. I must say that's pretty relaxing. on this side, so I think I'm going to turn it around. Go with the crab this time. Look at that. I love avocado, but that's the hardest ingredient to work with when you're rolling Makis. Better, huh? We got some spillage here, that's okay. Again, not my best work. They're not coming out completely round here. But try again. The real trick is to see how it cuts. If it's tight enough to get a good cut from it, then it's all been worth it. We're going to get 4 rolls out of this batch of rice. So I think that's good. that one's a little tighter. A little space right here, but that's a better roll. Should cut good. All right. I think we got enough rice for one more. Still got a bit of rice left, but avocado got smashed here, but still a good roll. Some avocado escape and onto the mat. I'm going to clean this mat off and start making our cuts. I'm not even going to worry about how clean it is right now. It's just avocado. So hopefully the rolls are tight enough that they don't fall apart. And I think the consistency of the rice is pretty good, so it's not going to fall apart. If I like this knife, I might have to opt for a larger knife here. I don't know. I think this might work. I really need to gauge some consistency about the size also that I cut these rolls. Some are larger, some are smaller, but which of course affects the overall structure. Good cut right there. Get your avocado in there. It's not particularly colorful. I might have gone with red bell pepper rather than yellow. That might have made it stand out a little bit more, but not a bad cut. This is the end piece. I keep those end pieces close because I grab those first when I start eating them, like now. Structural damage. That one I cut before. It's not too bad though, it's pretty tight. Hull integrity is down to 90%. Not enough room on the plate. I better eat this end piece because there's not enough room on the plate. always call at the wrong time. But you know what? That's okay. Call them back. Pretty good cut, not bad. Good cut. I don't know if zucchini was the wisest choice. I don't know, the taste is a little bland. Ooh, falling apart. Look at that. No good. Oh well. figured that end piece was going to fall apart. That's where the structural damage was on the roll. A little faulty on the end, but not bad otherwise. Pretty solid. Last roll. That's the last roll. Let's get this out of the way. Gotta clean this. Covered in avocado. It's alright. But here is today's batch. Didn't come out too bad. We got pretty solid. Like I said, I don't think avocado might not have been my best choice. I might have gone with something a little bit more flavorful. I mean, not avocado. Zucchini. That's zucchini. I've been saying avocado all this time, mini zucchini. Avocado is great, but the zucchini that I put in here is a little bland. But I'll have to spice that up with some wasabi that I have, and some other spicy mustard or something like that will make it taste good. Anyway, that's today's batch. Thanks for watching. If you watched, check me out at djmondosrave.com. Check out my YouTube channel, DJ Mondo's Rave, for music. At Atomic Luau for this kind of thing, as well as comic drawings and other weird stuff. Chatting about movies and such. But happy holidays, and try to relax. The world is pretty crazy right now, but if you can take a few minutes to prepare some simple food, it might just calm you down. And share it with friends. Anyway, thanks for watching if you watched, and it's DJ Mondo signing off. Be safe. Good night.